What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Parlay Revival. We have got an amazing episode this week because we are in Auckland, my home, and we've invited our patrons to come and do a 6-day event, which is going to start today. We have about 50 or 60 people. A lot of them have flown from all around the world to be here. So we have gone all out. I'm so excited to show these people Auckland, but also you guys. Come along with us.
All right, so it's go time. We're walking to pick up the Patreons right now.
Super exciting. It's been a lot of negotiating to get it all done and put it together, but it's gonna be so worth it and so much fun.
So most of our patrons were staying at the Sky City Hotel in the heart of Auckland.
Parlay, parlay.
So we organised a tour bus to our first event, which was going to be a traditional hangi meal.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
A hangi is how the Maori people used to cook the food in the ground. But I'll let Rewi, the hangi master, tell you more about that.
Let me talk a little bit about hangi. That means the essence, the breath of life in Mother Earth. And so this is the oldest form of cooking. Some of the rocks that we cook with were from my grandfather. This whole style of cooking comes from our ancestors.
It was a real team effort as we all helped prepare the food to be cooked underground.
What a great way to experience native cooking, to actually play a role in it.
The key to a good hangi is obviously the red hot stones, which need to stay warm for hours in order to cook the food. Once Rui felt like the stones were hot enough, we lowered the food straight down into the pit. We then covered the food with some wet burlap sacks, and then added some more water to make sure the food was going to be steamed thoroughly. The final step is to bury it all with dirt and wait a few hours for the hangi to work its magic. So we walked up Mangere Mountain while we waited to get some breathtaking views of Auckland. There we told story after story of the history of Tamaki Makaurau, which is the Maori name for Auckland. Everyone was super eager to see how the food was going to turn out. So after about 3 hours, it was time to dig up the hangi.
Moment of truth.
There's always a very distinct smell when you uncover the food. And out came some mouth-watering kai for us all to enjoy. The food was absolutely delicious.
It's amazing to watch how they do it and to watch how they can take some simple ingredients and make some amazing food out of it.
It's absolutely delicious. Everything's been wonderful.
And the one pit easily fed all 50 of us.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Got the big fella in a shirt.
Where are we going today?
Oh! Today we're collaborating with Fuller's 360. They are giving us a taste of Waiheke, which is what the tour is actually called. And we're going to 2 vineyards, an olive grove, and a beer brewery. So, right up our alley. Gonna be another epic day.
This is how you get to Patreon meetup.
Whoever invented this app is a genius.
Since we've been sailing in such remote areas, it was the first time we'd ever used the scooter app, which charges per minute to get around town, and we were loving every minute of it. We flew down to the ferry dock to meet all of our patrons, and then we headed out to Waiheke Island. If you're coming to Auckland, Waiheke is a must-do, and is about 13 miles from downtown Auckland, or about 40 minutes on the ferry. There are around 10,000 permanent residents out there, and with ferries running so regularly, a lot of them choose to commute to and from the city, while being able to live on the beautiful island on the Hauraki Gulf. It is known as the Island of Wine, with about 30 boutique vineyards on the island, with one of the most spectacular being Mudbrick.
Tank to 10 a.m. It's going to be an interesting day.
Cheers, guys.
I'm not a connoisseur, but that is delicious. There's something extremely special about the microclimate out on Waiheke that makes it incredibly suitable for growing grapes. Because of its location, it seems to be drier and warmer than the rest of Auckland, and the salty air provides protection for the vines against bugs and insects.
Fully injured. It lost all its props.
The rest of the day consisted of doing an olive oil tasting,
Fantastic.
lunch at the beautiful Batch Winery, then a beer tasting at Heke Brewery to top it all off. Between the hangi on day 1 and a full day on Waiheke for day 2, it was shaping up to be one hell of a week, but the best was yet to come.
So today we've got another epic day.
first of all, we're going to go up the Sky Tower in the centre of Auckland and have lunch at Orbit Restaurant. This is a revolving restaurant. It does 360 degrees while you have lunch. I have to give a special shout out to Sky City as well. They gave our patrons a great deal at the hotel there, and it's right in the centre of town.
Room service. MTV Cribs.
Bed test.
Oh, pour it up, pour it up.
You want you?
Be on their bed. Dot it.
Minimal bounce.
Cheers, guys.
Put that away, Jamie. Wow, that's a Jamie 465. Stop that.
So I haven't been here since I was like a kid. Best view in Auckland right here.
The view is spectacular. Really
11 out
enjoying
of
it.
10. Oh no, I can't bear to see them watching, standing on the edge.
So we're just finishing up lunch here in Orbit, and Bob just bought Katie a 600-foot free fall, and she's gonna do it.
I wanted to buy her something to show appreciation. So we're going to push her off the building.
I'm gonna love it.
So Frank's got a pretty severe fear of heights. So we're going to go down one level, and that's the observation floor. I think there's a glass bottom on it. He's already sweating, look at him.
I am.
I don't like it all.
No. There you go. Hold on. I'm over. Okay.
You did it. Nice job.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, now I am. Because you don't really think about what's happening until you're in the full getup.
So the Sky Tower is over 1,000 feet high, making it the second tallest freestanding structure in the Southern Hemisphere.
All right, Katie's next. I'm so nervous for her, but it looks so much fun. She's gonna have a blast.
That was actually amazing. Wow.
Give me a push or something.
Thank you, Bob. That's so sweet of you. It was super nerve-wracking going out to the ledge and then obviously looking down 192 meters. I'm pumped that I did it.
How many patrons?
Look at all these supporters!
Very cool.
Awesome. What a day.
Okay, event number 2 for the day. We are going to go on a sunset booze cruise.
How are we getting there again?
Where's your guys' helmet?
So this is Kerry, he's the captain of the Ocean Eagle, that's this boat here. So we got a few people to thank, that's Kerry and the organisation for giving us an amazing deal on a private cruise tonight, so thank you Kerry. Not only did we get a good deal, but Total Boat picked up the tab for it. So they're we have to say a huge thank you to Total Boat. They are the guys that supplied us with all the epoxy, fiberglass and anti-swell and stuff like that. So they've been a major sponsor of ours, and then Jeff, who does the YouTube booth at Annapolis, he's picked up the tab for all of the food tonight. So apart from your booze, this night is completely free for you guys. So enjoy it, drink and be merry, and we'll have a good time.
New Zealand is amazing, it's breathtaking. Today at the top of the Sky Tower looking around, I was just, I was stunned.
Today was phenomenal. My husband made a fool of himself facing a gigantic fear, and so I enjoyed the camaraderie of watching Colin and Jamie egg him on until the point where he did something that he wouldn't normally do.
Can we set it free? The feeling that we feel, set aside everything, let it still be real. How about a round of applause to the setting sun? Let us dance away without getting anything done. Oh, oh. Feels like a road to something new.
When you watch Parlay from the beginning, you kind of all have this history together. It's just an unusual, loving situation. I don't know how else to describe it.
It's such a beautiful evening. It's a perfect time for us to come out.
Yeah.
That view of the city, wow.
So as the sun slowly set on the horizon, out came the dancing shoes, or dancing jandals in my case.
This group is so cool. When we do these meetups, we never know. Well, we know about half of them, I'd say, and the other half are just a luck of the draw. And they always end up just being so cool. That's why we keep doing this. This is like our 6th one. But anyway, second to last day. Today we are going sailing on a Whitbread Cup boat. It's called Lion New Zealand. This boat has been around the world. It was skippered by Sir Peter Blake, one of New Zealand's icons. So Lion is in the viaduct. We're in a marina called Cracker Bay. By the way, this marina is in the perfect location for all of our events. We can just literally walk or grab one of those scooters right downtown here. Anyway, so we're gonna have to go round and into viaduct and collect everyone. I think there's gonna be about 25 people on here and then 25 people on the other boat, and we're gonna raft up for lunch. We're gonna raft up with a Whitbread Cup boat. How freaking cool is that?
This is crazy. There they are. Hi.
How sick is this?
This is so exciting. Who gets to do this kind of stuff? So cool. We're so pumped. So this is Charles, the captain of Lion. And so this is a charity. This is free for the kids.
Charitable
or?
trust, yes. So we're non-profit making. It's all about empowering kids to just see the growth in those kids. It's just it's so rewarding.
Wow, amazing. Well, it's going to be an awesome day. This is the group here.
I want to thank Colin and the crew for coming, because on days like today, you're having an experience, but you're actually making a great contribution to the trust with everything that you've donated to us. So that actually goes to the youth of New Zealand, and as Charles said, that's what we're about. It's a Sir Peter Blake inspired experience, which is, I think, it's pretty similar to what Colin's doing. He's inspiring, he's sort of out of the box, he's getting us educated about sailing and adventure. That's what Sir Peter Blake did. Thanks very much for coming, Colin. It's really appreciated.
Okay, bow line, clear.
$1,000 says Colin's going to work as hard as he can to beat this boat.
My money's on Lion.
It's a New Zealand boat. It's got to be Lion.
I think that was the starting gun.
It's always a race.
You're going down.
It was fun, but it was tiring.
This isn't hello, this is goodbye.
Yeah. Hasta la vista.
Feels like Parlay is going to be behind us for quite some time.
We can quite easily get up to 11 knots. She's been clocked at 22, but that's a bit of a surf.
So Lion New Zealand was launched in 1984 and immediately went out and won the Sydney to Hobart race that year.
The maxi named New Zealand took line honours that year.
So if you can imagine driving a big yacht and climbing up seas that are maybe 25 or 30 feet high.
She's one of the finest maxi sloops ever built, and went on to come second place in the Whitbread Round the World race in 1986, and it was an absolute honour to be sailing beside her.
This is honestly so cool. Like working and sailing on Parlay, you're flat. But being on this kind of boat, every time you tack into the wind, you're just heeled right over. It's exhilarating.
Having so much fun. This is awesome.
It's pretty huge. That's a big sail.
1, 2, 3, pull.
That's the biggest sail I've ever seen.
Crazy. It's huge.
Bring the helm down to port.
How does it feel to helm this boat?
Very stressful.
First proper race boat I've been on like this, despite racing on other boats. This is next levels.
dreamed of this for a couple of years, so it's fantastic.
It's amazing. I mean, Colin's just been an amazing host. You guys have all been amazing, and it'll be a lifetime memory.
It's buzzy being on Parlay in my hometown, but it's also cool to, to go, yep, you guys have made it, you've made it all the way around here, and it's cool for Colin to be back here.
My dream about what Parlay is and what it means to me is being fulfilled. It couldn't be any more perfect, really. It's really amazing.
This is so unreal. We've got like 40-something people on here, all having lunch together, and we're rafted up next to the Lion, New Zealand. This is a pretty surreal moment. Yeah, what a cool day. I have to pinch myself sometimes.
Today is the 6th and final day of this meetup, and we're going out to my parents' house. This is where I grew up. It's going to be an honor to be able to share this with some of our patrons. So while Jamie and I go set up, the rest of the whole group, we're going to go to Piha. Piha is a beach that I used to go to all the time. It's one of the best surf beaches in New Zealand. It's got black sand. It's black volcanic sand. It's just a real sort of Kiwi vibe out there. You know, you're in the bush, you got the beach, you got surf. Yeah, a little bit of Kiwiana that we wanted to share with everyone. This 6 days have just absolutely flown by. It's just an exciting day. It just gets better and better.
Let's get on this bus with all these Patreons.
Let's go. Woo.
This is Piha Beach, and right in the middle of it is Lion Rock. We used to be able to climb to the top of the rock as kids, but the track is now closed due to too many injuries up there. The waves at Piha can also get absolutely treacherous, and there are always crazy rips and currents pulling people out to sea. So much so that they even had a reality TV show called Piha Rescue back in the day. I myself have had a couple of close calls as a youngster out there, and I definitely developed a huge amount of respect for the sea starting from right here on these beaches.
It is amazing. These are probably the biggest waves I've ever seen, and for not having seen the ocean until I was 20, that's saying something.
Just turned up at home and there's a full-on operation happening here. Big D's Barbecue. They turned up this morning and they already got the grill going. Epic setup. Big D's Barbecue. Yeah. Heineken pulled through for us. Sponsored this event. They sent 24 boxes.
80 dozen.
80 dozen. Dad's not impressed. Oh no, here's the riffraff. There's the riffraff. How you doing? Good to see ya. How was Piha?
Unbelievable.
Was it cool?
Yeah, man, we enjoyed it. Went out to the beach. What a jersey. What is this?
Precision sales.
Precision sales.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Colin's dad and Junko, Colin's mum. Just want to welcome you all to our home. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. It's been a real surprise to us that Cuz has worked up this following that he has. He's always done things with other people. We've had a lot of parties here, but this crowd looks a lot tidier than some of the scruffy ones.
And Dad's not wrong. I've always been big on socializing. And who better to hang out with than the people who help keep this YouTube channel afloat? The barbecue turned out absolutely amazing, and I'd go so far as to say it was the best barbecue I've ever had.
How was it cooking all day?
Oh, brilliant. Love doing it. To incorporate what I do and bring it to Parlay is, I couldn't imagine this. And cooking for everyone here, it's it's pretty special.
It was fun showing everyone around, sharing things like Dad's interest in motorbikes. Helping him work on these bikes was a stepping stone to what would become a fascination of mine about how things work. I developed a willingness to try to fix anything myself, whether it be a motorbike, a car, or evidently a boat.
Yeah, Dad's got photos of us driving, or him driving to work with me sitting on his lap in this Fargo here. I think it was built in the like 30s or something.
Marjorie, how does it feel to be a Parlay patron?
Oh, wow. I just feel really blessed
and I feel special to be a part of it.
It's just one of those things where you meet somebody and you immediately have something in common, and everybody gets along, and it's just it's an incredible event.
The feelings of love and just among everyone here is just joyful.
If I was able and not on a chair, I'd be doing what Colin's doing, sailing around the world. That's my dream. So to be able to live vicariously through Colin and the other sailing channels, it means a lot to me.
Well, the big thing for us is just how surprising it is that so many people are supporting our son and are so enthusiastic about what he does, and are really responding to the things that we see in him all the time anyway, like the fact that he really likes people, he always does things with other people, and he includes other people as much as possible. And a lot of things like that that we already know about him are obviously coming through on the YouTube channel, and people are responding to that and have actually come from all around the world. So we're really grateful for that.
Like Dad said, I think he's just doing what he would do anyway, and he's doing all the things that he feels passionate about and that excites him, and he's just living it. With this whole new social media thing, it just means that he can actually film it and people can watch it in real time.
Alright guys, thank you all so much for coming. This is our way of saying thank you. By the way, Precision have sponsored this whole barbecue today. Wow. You know, a lot of you guys have said thank you for this week. It's honestly the least we can do, and yeah, I hope you feel that from us, and let's start planning the next one.
We feel really proud of you guys, really super proud of all four of you.
I just say thank you for the joy that you bring us all every week. We just smile. We watch the program, you just smile, and it's pure joy. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you for the vision, and thank you for the love. And having now met your parents, I know where it comes from.
It was the ultimate way to finish the week together, and we had all become amazing friends. Well, some of us even a little more than friends.
This one is for Parlay's little romance that we've noticed.
Parlay means different things to all of us. To some, it's simply a means to living vicariously through our adventures. To others, it's a reminder to live life to the fullest with no regrets. Shown here when 7 of us all decided to get Parlay tattoos together.
So I was visiting my sister in hospital this morning, and then went back to the boat, and I got a video of these guys getting Parlay tattooed onto them, and I said, how can I not come be a part of this? So we jumped on a scooter, and now we've all got Parlay written on our legs and our bodies and our backs and our everywhere.
So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed a little taste of Auckland and a small glimpse into my upbringing out in the bush. We try to be very involved with our patrons, so for as little as $5, anyone can get the chance to come hang out with the Parlay crew. But regardless of whether you're a patron or not, we appreciate every single one of you guys, especially if you've watched all the way until the end here, and we'll see you next Sunday, guys. By the way, we haven't missed a Sunday episode in almost 3 years.